He could have even been all-time greater. You remember those 8 years in Minnesota when I sometimes called him Kevin Garnett. What was my issue with him? He's a long 7-footer. You've stood next to him. I've been in the locker rooms with him. As you can attest, this is a long, tall human being. And too often, especially in his Minnesota days, he drifted out and shot jump shots, 17, 18, 20-foot jump shots. And I'm saying, what are you doing? You can dominate the paint. You can be, again, you're not Shaq-like in girth, but you can be Kareem-like in the paint. You can play like a big man that you are, like a true center. And too often, KG thought he was a two-guard masquerading as a center. And I can back it up in points scored. After his rookie year, career points scored, he has almost as many on mid-range jumpers as he does points in the paint. What are you doing, KG? And yet, when he came to Doc Rivers, his first year especially in Boston, as he told Craig Sager last night on TNT, he turned into a defensive specialist. He was Defensive Player of the Year as they won the championship the first year. I give him high marks for all that, but even now sometimes, to a fault, he wants to drift out and shoot those fall-away jump shots
Are you finished?
Patrick Ewing.
Skip, he doesn't have a lot of mass and a lot of girth. It takes your legs to do that. Kevin Garnett is slim. He's slender.
He's strong.
That's why. That he's long, but he's not big. He's not the kind of person that can move you out the way, and that's not his game. The reality of the situation is that what he did on both ends of the floor speaks to it. The biggest impediment to whatever greater label you want to throw on Kevin Garnett's resume is the fact that Kevin McHale was his executive. Now, I respect Kevin McHale, one of the great power forwards the game has ever seen, as a member of the Boston Celtics with Larry Bird and Robert Parrish and Danny Ainge and Dennis Johnson and those boys. I respect Kevin McHale, the coach. But as a general manager, as an executive, far more years than not, he was asleep at the wheel. He wasn't as good as he should have been. His definition of really loading his squad was giving KG money and not putting the necessary parts around him. The only time he did it was when he brought in Cassell and Latrell Sprewell, and they went to the finals because, to the Western Conference Finals. So that was what it was. But KG, to me, has been everything he was hyped to be. He's a leader. He can play defense. He puts up points. How he does it, you playing with particulars. But in the end, he is a Hall of Famer, a warrior, and a leader. And I'm not about to sit there and stain that man's resume in any way.
So you like all those jump shots that he takes?
No, but I know that's his game. Because he was never the kind of guy that could, he's not as built like Bynum or Dwight Howard. He's slim. He's just long. That was his game. They went in. They went in. He wasn't shooting 40% from the field. They went in the hole.
You're underestimating his strength. This is a strong man who could have been strong with post moves. He could have gotten the foul line.
He is a strong guy.